Welcome to the Gateways Candidate Forum for the 2012 Students' Union election, where we talk to the executive candidates to help you cast an informed vote. I'm Alex McDowell.
And I'm April Hudson, and we will be the moderators for the following discussion. Joining us today are the candidates for the position of Vice President External. We have Adam Woods, Dorothy Roberts, and Petros.
The Vice President External is responsible for students' union relations with government and the larger community. Key aspects of this portfolio include developing policy on issues such as post-secondary funding, coordinating provincial and national lobbying efforts, and improving the public profile of students and their concerns.
Each candidate will have a couple minutes to share their platforms for the coming year. You can listen to our podcast for a full question and answer with the candidates.
So as was mentioned earlier, my name is Adam Woods. I'm a political sciences student and I'm running for Vice President External. My platform is aimed at increasing accessibility to post-secondary because school is getting more and more expensive and will likely continue to do so. So there's a lot of people are out there right now that have a very difficult time paying for post-secondary. The first platform point of mine is regarding the assumed parental income contribution and to lobby the federal government for its removal. Currently there's 21% of middle-class income students whose parents provide them with no help in their post-secondary. I feel this policy is unfair towards them. Second point is for a provincial government increase towards grants and scholarships. Currently there's only around $34 million in merit-based scholarship funding, as well as only about $19 million in need-based bursaries and grants, and that $19 million is only really intended to reach about 3,500 students, not a very high number. The next thing I'd like to work on is property taxes, and currently, or property taxes for students on residence, that is, here on campus, so Lister and Hub, and that is definitely an issue. Alberta is the only province in Canada that actually charges property taxes or allows municipalities to charge property taxes on their post-secondary schools. Edmonton does charge taxes. I think this should be removed. And finally, for lobby training, I feel like lobby training is a great idea. We need to continue it and maximize it to its fullest potential, get a lot more students involved in the process, possibly have a 2-day convention where we teach these people how to lobby and then have a lobby day as a whole. That is my platform. If you have any questions or concerns, please come to www.woodsforexternal.ca and I'll answer them without a problem.
Hi there, I'm Dorothy Roberts. I'm running for Vice President External. My platform for this election has 3 main pillars: accessibility, accountability, and engagement. Under the accessibility pillar, I would like to talk about repealing the federal book importation regulation, which prohibits parallel importation of books. This would save students $30 million a year on their textbook costs. I would also like to discuss exempting student residences from property tax. In 2002, non-academic buildings at the U of A were taxed $600,000, and those costs were undoubtedly passed on to students. I would also like to lobby for increased needs-based grants and bursaries. They've been cut about 80% since 2009, and since debt aversion is a very real barrier to post-secondary education for vulnerable populations, I think that we need to consider renewing investment in those types of grants and bursaries. Under the accountability pillar, I would like to implement a lobby organization review mechanism. The SU pays about $100,000 a year in membership fees to external lobby organizations. I feel that these organizations are extremely valuable, but I think that we need to demonstrate that to students with a periodic review. I would also like to increase the student voice in the mandatory non-instructional fee approval process, and I would continue to lobby at the provincial level to close that tuition loophole. Under my engagement pillar, I will lobby for changes to the Elections Act that would encourage higher student voter turnout. I will also lobby for increased undergraduate research funding from the federal tri-agencies. Currently, there are very few federal research opportunities available for undergrads. I will also expand the SU advocacy training program and provide students with the opportunity to lobby their elected representatives. So that's my platform. If you have any questions about it or you'd like to learn more, check out my website, www.votedorothy.ca, or look for me around campus in the next couple of weeks.
Hello, my name is Petros, and I want to be your voice to the government, i.e. your VP External. Now, if elected, I'd be focusing on 3 things. I'd be picking up where the last VP External left off. I'd also spark new conversations about possible new lobby initiatives and goals. My third point would be I'd further engage students by not only employing my networks, but expanding the lobby training program that the SU currently has. My first point about picking up where the last VP External left off. This year has been a pretty good year for the portfolio, but there's still a lot more to be done. We still need to regulate the mandatory non-instructional fees that students have been victim of, where we pay $290 per year. and we need to get the provincial government to regulate that. So that would be one of my many platform goals. One of the second important platform goals, in my opinion, is abolishing the book importation regulations. Currently, the way it is students pay an extra 10 to 15% on textbooks, and this costs students $30 million. And the great thing about this policy is it costs the government no money to abolish this. So it's a very achievable platform point, and it's one that will save all students. Now back to my second point about sparking some new conversations and new ideas. Currently, one thing that our federal and provincial lobby groups don't talk a lot about is about student work programs. The government currently invests $92 million approximately when it comes to the Canada Summer Jobs Program, yet in 1997 they invested $95 million. So PSC enrollment has gone up, jobs have gone down a lot for students. So that's something we need to start talking about. Additionally, I want to review the residence tax on dormitories. My third point would be engagement. It would be taking a proactive stance by regularly consulting with student leaders on campus and regularly meeting up with them and collaborating, since we share many goals and ideals, and further expanding the lobby training program to be a rolling program of sorts rather than having 1 or 2 days throughout the year. So my name is Petros. Check out votepetros.com.